So trying to flesh out what it means to walk together with Indigenous culture through our projects. We went up to mid-north coast yesterday, talked to our landowner partners, some investors and new Indigenous partners as well in the work. And we're really sort of fleshing out like, what does it mean to walk together across culture and reculture and repattern our own culture into something that's a little more harmonious with the living world. And the questions sort of come up in Australia, if you're international particularly. We've got the government working on a whole range of very complex issues, very smart people doing all that. A load of complex Indigenous land councils and traditional owners and this whole network of things that are well above my pay grade and experience. So it's like, well, what can we do on the ground as just people to people? Like, what can community do to walk together with First Nation, Indigenous people and culture and land? So we're looking at that trinity of current dominant culture in place, Indigenous culture, depending on where you are and what dominance that has or what influence it has in place, and the living spirit of place. And what we've come to is like a deeper questioning of what does it mean to practice conscious civilization design? What questions and protocols do we have to have in place to do this at a community level? So there's been amazing work at a Deacon, like Tyson Youngabora has done a load of work with some great people as well on protocols, and obviously there's a lot of documentation on that. But it's like, well, how do I actually do that in a project? How do I walk into a new place and go, look, we're here to do some community development, build some generational equity for everyone. What do I do? Like, what do you do? What do we all do to walk together and sit down and have these conversations and build out these protocols, in a bespoke manner with the people in place, like real life stuff. And so the pilot project that we're doing in the mid-north coast will also form the pilot of the Walking Together documentary that's just going to explore this sort of very complex issue from the ground up, where community can just come in contact with Indigenous community and we go, I don't know, what do you reckon? What do we do? How do we do this? How do I even ask the questions of what I need to do for us to repattern our culture together? And how do we co-design and co-develop more consciously for the future from the ground up, and maybe leave all that complex political issues to those people getting paid for it?